In this video we want to show you what our plans are for the crowd centres. At the moment, and going up to January of 2016, we're concentrating on the Christmas Centre. This is a Christmas Centre for the North East crowd. You've probably seen a lot more about this already. But that's just the first of our centres. After that we want to develop a whole lot more. You can get a feel for what we want to do by selecting this option. This will show you some of the general content we already have. All of these are examples. In each of these sections, heartwarming content, the business, community, education and careers, weddings and so on, you'll find lots of good example pages that are actually live pages. But they're just to show you some of the things we want to do. From January onwards, we want to start creating general crowd centres for things like family, fashion, motoring and so on. You can imagine the potential audience for those. We want to create centres based on groups of people, Christian community, ethnic groups and so on. Crowd centres based on events like Christmas, and also one of our main ones, and the ones that will be starting from January onwards, are for local crowd centres. So we're going to start them for the 12 areas of the North East, Darlington through to Sunderland, and one for the general area covering the whole thing. In each of these crowd centres, if we go through for example to our local crowd centre, you see the idea is to create lots of content, all of which will be useful to that local community. We don't create any of the content, we simply import it. If you look at other videos, you'll get a feel for how we do that. But what we want to do from January onwards is start to build these for the 12 locations. So lots of local content, local football content and so on. But we're also developing what we call marketplace areas. I'll take a quick look at that. Restaurants. The idea is for all these various businesses and organisations, restaurants, shoe shops, etc., we create these new and unique areas. One of my favourite restaurants in Sunderland is Dakwa, so you can see that I can get their local information, I can get what's called their shop window content, I can actually get lots more social media content, so that's their Facebook page, their tweets, their YouTube channel, their Instagram pictures, Flickr pictures, an individual YouTube video, a map of how to get to the place and so on. There's other content like they could play an individual video, map content, and lots of other tools that will allow us or those businesses to present themselves more effectively. We're also going to be creating lots of message boards. The message boards allow the local businesses and organisations to put messages into these various categories. Jobs, based on location within that town area, marketplace content, news content, special occasions, offers and so on. Again, there are other videos that will show you more about what we're offering. But we'll be generating income by the local businesses and organisations. We'll also be generating income by, if we go to individual pages, we'll have sponsors of each of those pages. We're not going to charge high prices. That's not our main plan. We intend, or we would imagine, we would make a reasonable profit, but that's not our motive. Our motive is to help as many businesses and organisations as possible to present their products and services to us. So the stakeholder package, in return for you helping us to set up, we want to take on 5 more people from January onwards and get these centres going. In return for that, as a stakeholder, 10% of the income that we generate each year will go towards the stakeholders. So you are guaranteed a dividend. It's not based on profitability, it's based on sales. It's almost like we're taking it as a 10% tax applied to these low costs, of which will go back to you. At any time as a stakeholder, you can get your whole stake back. So it's a great way for you to be involved with it. We would imagine as a stakeholder, you probably want to get involved in a lot more ways in helping us to create and grow the crowd centres. But you'll be helping us, and in return you will get a dividend, a guaranteed dividend each year, and at any point you wish, you can get all of your stake back.